tree strap that's straight has a 12,000 pound working load limit. When we use it in a basket, it increases its working load limit. So we've got in excess of 7,000 at every connection point. Are we safe?
You got a home built bumper.
Thanks.
That's going to be great. It looks awesome. We'll get the bumper.
We'll get that bumper out of it.
I'll get the truck out for you.
Did you do YouTube well?
Can they see us?
They can see us.
They can see us.
How do you know?
Because they see our light. Look right there. Look, we're like, man, we're like black. Look, all the light on us.
I know.
Sean and Don here.
Yeah, Sean and Don.
Guess what's happening?
I don't know.
We're on a boat.
We're in the van.
Guess where we're going? Northwest Overland Rally in Leavenworth. So Plain,
Washington.
So we're hoping to
I've never heard of Plain, Washington.
I've never either.
It just doesn't sound exciting.
It's just right outside of
it's really plain.
Leavenworth. I don't think it's going to be plain. We're on a boat. We're excited to go to the Overland Rally to meet a lot of people. We'll do some filming of it.
See what we see.
We're not even sure what to expect yet.
Never been to one before.
This will be our first one. We got the Revel set up. We got Starlink. We're ready to go have fun.
Yes.
So tune in to watch.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Hey, babe. I also love you.
I love you.
You guys find?
Might as well support other companies as well.
Look at this Alia cab set up by Mule. This is what we want to put on the taco. Just like this.
RDOs?
Yeah.
Really? You're
Russia, Ukraine.
Whoa. Okay.
That's awkward right now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, especially if you're gonna look.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we can't
Isn't that what they slide in?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, you go first. I want to see this.
Has Chris said to me many times, oh my God. That's a romantic date, right?
Big tires, big gaps. Clears the big gaps.
Breaking the obstacle down into different pieces.
Two sections.
Yeah, it's much more manageable that way. Good thinking.
You're so good at dragging yourself down. Why? Well, there ain't much time left to figure things out. Deep underneath all the laser, your doubts. There's a heart gone out of rhythm and despair. Held underwater, fire for air. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors.
Thanks, babe.
That's Nancy.
You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your fears bottled up inside, heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors around. Look at the colors, colors, colors around. Look at the colors, colors, colors around. Look at the colors, colors, colors around.
Let's see here. Sean, Don, and Mikey. Say hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
All right, so we got the scuttle going. We got a little chicken, onions, mushrooms, and potatoes going today. And I thought, since Don and I, most of you, I don't know, we own a fitness facility. We're wellness coaches. We do a lot of nutrition coaching. We will start tying in some nutritional advice, tips as we go here.
I can't help but feel like this is some sort of intervention.
Attack.
Well, it could be an intervention, Mike. So
Mike, I'm glad you're here. Have a seat, please.
let us help you.
We want to talk about macros.
So there are three major
calling me
macronutrients. No, husky. There are three major macronutrients that we consume here: protein, carbohydrates, and fat. In order of importance, Mike, do you know which ones they are? So the three common macronutrients: protein, carbohydrates, and fat.
Do I know what is in order of importance?
In order of
Depends on
importance.
who you ask.
It depends on who you ask. For most, if you're vegan, sorry,
At,
we're not vegans.
at what point?
At just normal point. So for eating, if you're going to make a balanced plate, what proteins do you consider first?
What protein?
Damn it! I gave it away. Okay, what's second?
If
Fat,
I'm doing
because,
keto, it's fat.
because if you're eating protein, the fat is what gives it flavor.
Oh yeah. Okay, Dawn.
Good point.
If we are working with a a client who's not keto, what's the next common one that we'd want?
Carbohydrate.
Carbohydrates.
Fuel.
And so why do we want protein first?
Muscles.
Muscles. And it's most satiating too. So most Americans eat carbohydrates and fat first, and that's why we all have that, you know, midsection. Mike, show him. But
Don't worry, we can edit that out.
I'm not going to edit it out. But to actually gain muscle, to be toned, protein needs to be your factor that you actually make sure you get every time and at the right quantities. Dawn has worked with thousands of ladies, and that is the one thing that most of them are always missing, is that they are really protein low, by probably like 75%.
Well below half of where they should be.
Well below half. So there's a tip today. We're going to start getting some food on now.
These eggs, I slaved away for hours.
I had to bring the awning in. It blew over everything.
Hey, Sean.
How's it going so far?
It's great. How are you?
Good.
Cheers.
So what do you think so far? Northwest Rally. What was your...
Northwest Overland Rally.
Yep.
It's been fun. It's been educational. There's lots of good vendors with a lot of cool products that I can't afford.
I might have afforded a few. You afforded one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a good deal on that.
I did get it. Yeah. I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't such a good deal. But that's just because I'm cheap.
He is cheap. It's alright though. I thought I liked, first of all, I think I like the people. They're just really cool people here.
Yeah, so that is one thing about this place. You can leave your car unlocked. You can leave your stuff laying out
around.
and not even kind of worry about it.
No, yeah, you're just like,
It's like everybody here is just totally cool.
exactly. It's like you don't feel like you got to be strapped or anything. It's like,
Not
no,
either.
I'm just walking around, just really authentic, cool people. And I love like seeing everyone's design. Everyone's like a little different. Like, you know, their vehicle.
You're always different, Miss Gum.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Surely something can be done.
different rooftop tents. You know, we've seen, you know, your setup, but we've seen it, you know, 10 different ways.
Yeah, lots of different variations.
That's the cool thing. Just kind of figuring out.
A lot of very cool cabinet systems or drawer systems.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
they are.
cool. Yeah, those are cool. Okay, I think you should build one.
Build a new one.
Yeah, with the aluminum, the extruded aluminum. I would like to do that with you. I think that'd be cool.
Well, yeah,
No issue.
Our group actually in Fort Pierce County, he runs it. I'm all excited when he shows up.
I'll just add one more thing. Next year, I'm probably going to take a hiatus from teaching a lot of off-roading, corporate and government and recreational. And my partners and I are starting the Off-Road Trainers Association. We're going to start training other people to do exactly what I do, to lead tours and to teach classes internationally and nationally. And you know, I made a pretty good chunk of change last year. So you can pay a mortgage, you can own a farm, you can buy a house, you can have a car. You don't have to live in poverty as a trainer if you do the right things. And that's what we're going to teach people to do. And this industry, this activity of off-roading and overlanding needs an Off-Road Trainers Association very, very, very badly.
Just any tarp. You could use a dead man anchor or whatever. Just keep it out of the muck.
It also gives you a place so that when you're finished with like a screw pin bow shackle, you put it back there, not just throw it over into the grass. And now you don't lose track of anything. Okay. All right, so we've got the line off, and our target. Again, I've checked my soft shackle. It's lined up. I'm putting the pulling force just like Mike showed you there. I come back, I rotate the eye through.
You got lots.
I know. I come back out with this loop. I want to get it as tight as I comfortably can.
Come on up, folks. This is kind of critical to see to understand why. We'll put a load on this
Yeah.
so you can see
It's
it
like a bow
loaded.
tie almost here, right?
Well, what I do,
pass through.
what I do is I'm passing this loop through around the ears, okay?
Think of it like as a boat cleat.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Right, just like you would, yeah, a boat cleat. Then I come in with my running end.
You do the same thing.
I bring it through. Now I've got a little bit more tension, but it's the same thing. I run that side out, and now I want to normalize this. I want all three of these lines not under load. I can just work this back and forth until they're even. And what I want to make sure of is that I'm not getting any slip as I put this under load.
What's friction bad with?
Yeah. Heat.
Parts lines.
Synthetic lines. Okay, so now in this configuration, I've taken up all of that extra length on my winch extension. I haven't lost any capacity in my line, so I haven't introduced any weaknesses. I've got enough of the bend radius here. I don't have any place in here that's line on line that I'm going to have line slipping on line if something does happen. This X-Lock is rated by Safe Extract at 20,000 pounds. So it's stronger than anything else in the line. Right. Yeah, the working load limit with a 5-to-1 factor or whatever. So back, and it's connected into a screw-pin bow shackle on my my winch bumper, on my front bumper. Why don't I use a soft shackle? Very few bumpers with recovery points, even today, are made so that the corners of those recovery points are rounded enough to put a soft shackle through. So, always carrying a screw-pin bow shackle, good idea. A lot of guys are telling me, yeah.
Just finished the recovery thing with Mike and Will there. Man, what a wealth of knowledge there. I really like this rally. You just get to learn new skills or hear different circumstances that you might want to, you know, think about when you're finishing out your kit or you're in a situation. And everyone, just everyone here is awesome. I mean, there's rigs here that are probably, you know, home built and like they're maybe a $5,000 or less, and there's $200,000. There's land, you know, earth roamers here, so $1 million rigs. But everyone's just really cool and quality.
You're going to take the biggest one.
Yeah.
Gotta go quick.
Go fast rodeo, you know what you're doing. I would try and go, if you can move your car that way a little bit, it's just a deep hole, you're barely touching down.
I have to smash them off there, yeah.
Try and straighten your wheel for a second. Now try and come back.
Yeah.
Stay with it. Give your wheel a little wiggle left and right as you do that. Stay with it. Stop it. Yeah. Right. Don't drop back in the hole. Okay. See if you can go back further. Yeah, you can. Actually go hard right. And let's see if we can
You're on the right.
face it this way.
You're on the right, Richard.
No, that's the way I want to come back.
Oh, hard right, I think.
Come back. Yeah. We're going to see if we can place you that way and then that way. Keep going. Don't drop in though. Okay, now go hard that way. Stop. Yeah, that works too. There you go.
Right into the next obstacle.
That's why I'm tired. That's pretty good.
What obstacle? I'll just fly over. It's just touching the tops of the...
That's okay.
Particular advantage of this system, Richard.
How many mechanical advantages do we have? Anybody? 3. Why 3?
Each block.
Each block? Okay. The way that I look at it is this line, and we both have the same winch, we both have 10,000 pound winches, and we can possibly exert 10,000 pounds of force each. But our vehicles won't resist that much force. Lines to the load. How many lines are on the load? 4. Our mechanical advantage is 4 to 1. But like Chris said, because this is one continuous rope, no winch will pull more than the other. And so no line will pull more than any other line. So what we have is we have 2 pulley blocks on the vehicle. That's where our mechanical advantage is. This one we're primarily using as a redirect to bring the line back together. So if only one winch is working here right now, we can still pull that vehicle because the line load will be the same throughout the entire system. And it's actually a pretty cool set of rigging that you don't see very often. But the resistance of my Jeep, if my Jeep is 6,000 pounds, 7,000 pounds, what's the resistance I can get out of my Jeep? Anybody have any idea? 4,000. That's pretty good. 2/3 of whatever my GVW is of my vehicle. So that's the most I can resist. So in this situation, I'm about closer to 7,000. So I'm a little bit more than 4,000 pounds of resistance. I know Ken's Jeep is about the same weight as mine. It's a diesel, so it's pretty heavy. So he's in excess of 4,000 pounds of resistance. If we've got, how much weight there? 16,000 pounds?
Below 14.
Sorry, 14? Okay, so what's 14 divided by 4? 3,500. Okay, so my Jeep only has to resist 3,500 pounds of resistance. Ken's Jeep is 3,500 pounds of resistance. And our two noble furs here that are standing in, because they have 2 ropes going to them, they have to resist 7,000 pounds.
Good job, guys.
All right, Don, we have just left the Northwest Overland Rally. Mike and I talked a little bit about what we thought about it. Just curious from your perspective, I know you kind of hung out and read a little bit and enjoyed the sun. What did you think of the whole thing?
Oh, it was really fun. Super great group of people.
Super great group of people. And we saw all kinds of unique kits and setups.
Yeah, it was really fun. I think I loved walking around just through all the camp spots and just seeing everybody's setups. There's so many different innovative things people are doing and how they've set up their little space to be perfect for their family, and it's just super individualized. That was fun. Lots to see.
Very cool, yeah. And we got to. So what we are planning with the Toyota is now you cab setup on it, you canopy camper setup.
Yeah.
This time next year, as far as more of a trail exploration vehicle, and so we were able to go and talk.
Climb inside one too.
Yeah, get inside and yes.
I really needed to visualize it.
This is what we were talking about. We got to meet with Mule Expedition Outfitters. Which is who I want to work with to actually get this built out, and so they've kind of given me the process, and I'll be making contact with them sometime in the next couple of weeks just to start laying out a timeline that's going to take about a year in that build, because we're not in a rush for it, but there's some specific things that we want to do. But yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah,
and then next week, so today is Father's Day weekend.
Happy Father's Day, babe.
Thank you. Today is actually Father's Day as we head back. And we're going to have a quick turnaround at work, 3 days of work, and then we are catching the ferry, the Coho ferry out of Port Angeles, Washington, our hometown, to Vancouver Island. So we're going to come in Victoria. And we have a fun, it's our anniversary and your birthday. We have a fun little
4 or 5 days.
4 or 5 days where we're going to go up island to Tofino, kind of explore that in the van.
We've never been there.
Come back down and be in the city, which we've been many times, but it's probably explored a greater outside of Victoria City. We're excited about that. It's going to be a different experience. We're usually on foot down there, and we'll have our vehicle.
I don't think I've ever driven a car across the ferry, like across the Coho ferry. I've always walked.
It has been since I took a road trip to Alaska with my grandparents. So I think I've been in a vehicle on that boat.
Yeah, so it'd be a different experience going through customs in a vehicle and all that.
Yeah, we definitely rented vehicles. Like I rented scooters over there, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, please, consider liking and subscribing. We post videos every week, and they're all over the place. Whatever tickles our fancy, we're going to post. Now we hope to share just fun experiences of our life. So till next time, gang, thanks a lot.